लिंक इंसर्शन या गेस्ट पोस्ट। बहुत बार हम इस चक्कर में पड़ जाते हैं कि किस तरीके से हमें हमारे वेब पेज पे बैकलिंक लानी चाहिए, और इस वीडियो के अंत तक आपको ये ज़रूर पता चल जाएगा कि आपके लिए सबसे बेस्ट क्या है। इन केस यू न्यू टू दिस चैनल, आई एम प्रेरक मेहता और मैं अपनी जर्नी एज द फाउंडर ऑफ नेट माफिया, एक वेब डिज़ाइन एंड एसईओ मार्केटिंग एजेंसी, यूट्यूब पे डॉक्यूमेंट करता हूँ। Now, before you even decide whether you should guest post or get links through link insertion, it's very important to first vet the quality of the linking source. मैंने इस वीडियो में 10 स्टेप्स बताए हैं ताकि आप फिगर आउट कर सको कि ये लिंक हाई क्वालिटी और नीश रिलेवेंट है या नहीं, क्योंकि DRDA और ट्रैफिक स्कोर तो बहुत ही ईजिली मैनिपुलेट हो सकते हैं. So once you have vetted the quality of the linking source, I would then reach out to the site owners over email and other tactics that I've shared in this video which help me get 20% reply rate. So अगर आपको नहीं पता है कि कैसे वेबसाइट ओनर्स को रीच आउट करें, तो शायद आपको कभी वो सोर्स से बैकलिंक ही नहीं मिलेगी. Now, assuming you get a reply and they say that they are charging $100 for a guest post and $50 for a link insertion, then it's a no-brainer and you should opt for niche edits or link insertions. क्यों? क्योंकि link insertion में आपको कोई नया content नहीं लिखना. You are already going to use one of their existing posts to get a backlink. पर इसका मतलब ये भी नहीं कि आपको हर backlink link insertion से लानी चाहिए. Here's the detailed breakdown of which one you should opt and when. So when we talk about guest posts, you essentially have to create highly engaging, well-researched content targeting certain keywords. Yes, अगर आप गेस्ट पोस्ट किसी रैंडम टॉपिक्स पर लिख रहे हो, रैंडम यानी भले ही वो आपके नीश रिलेवेंट हो एंड द वेबसाइट एडमिन अप्रूव्स ऑफ, बट स्टिल you'd want to create content similar to what you'd be creating for your own website with the intention of ranking for that particular keyword. अगर जो गेस्ट पोस्ट आपने लिखा वो रैंक ही नहीं कर रहा है, तो वो पोस्ट पे रियल ट्रैफिक या विजिटर्स ही नहीं आ रहे, देन व्हाट्स द पॉइंट? इट्स लाइक यू सेड समवन टू रेकमेंड यू, बट टू whom? अगर वो इंसान हवा में आपको रेकमेंड कर रहा है ना कि एक्चुअल पर्सन को, देन इट डजंट मेक सेंस टू इवन टेल दिस पर्सन टू रेफर यू. The same logic applies here. You want to create high quality content piece on someone else's website so that you benefit with that link juice. अब मुझे पता है दूसरा क्वेश्चन आपके मन में शायद ये आ रहा होगा कि अगर वो नीश रिलेवेंट साइट पे टॉप क्वालिटी आर्टिकल पोस्ट कर रहा हूँ मैं, then how will my web page rank? Well, the thing you need to understand over here is that you are leveraging this other website because they hold more authority in the space than you. They are at a level which will take some time for you to reach that level or maybe even surpass them. So you don't actually have to target the same keyword around which you have built your web page on your website and want to rank with the help of backlinks. यानी अगर मेरे वेबसाइट पे I have a service page targeting the keyword SEO for chiropractors, then I don't have to guest post targeting the same keyword. Instead, I should rather focus on creating content around keywords like marketing for chiropractors, और इस आर्टिकल में I can then swiftly include my link back to my Bofu page. Confused what does the Bofu page mean over here? You can check out this video later where I go in depth on how to do comprehensive keyword research and form a topical map. Also, I'll be giving a quick glimpse on how the SEO funnel should look like and what are the Tofu, Mofu and Bofu stages. So again, as I was saying, you are going to leverage this high authority website and create content around medium to high difficult keywords, क्योंकि वो रैंक कर सकते हैं. Their site is already at the top, so they can rank for high KD topics. You should be linking back to your low KD pages, right? Guest post के disadvantage तो मैंने बता दिए कि you will have to create content which is time consuming and might as well cost you to pay your copywriters. Plus, most of the times, these webmasters might charge you more for the editorial fee when you opt for guest post. But why is that? जब मैं कंटेंट लिख रहा हूँ जिससे उनको फायदा होगा, then why should I even pay in the first place? This is a common question I get asked in my comment section, and the answer is very simple. These webmasters know how much benefit you are going to reap from the link juice. They know if they point a link back to your site, your page might start ranking up and you might see a bump in your organic traffic. That's why you have to pay for these editorial fees. Now, talking about why it's sometimes charged more than the link insertions, it's because Google loves fresh, updated content. Your backlink looks way more natural. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that link insertion is less than guest post. लिंक इंसर्शन के अपने एडवांटेजेस हैं, जैसे कि आपका टाइम सेव हो रहा है, because with a simple AI tool, you will be able to find posts where you can do niche edits and where exactly you should place the link. All this I'll share in just a minute. But the point I want to share over here is that you're not even going to pay for any copywriter to write this entire article. That page where you want a link is already indexed. And in some cases as well, it might be ranking on SERPs, Google SERPs with real organic traffic landing on that page. So it might even have some good page authority. So all these are factors which are taken into consideration when you're opting for guest post or link insertion. So the question arises that when should you opt for guest post and when should you opt for niche edits or link insertions? Well, it really depends on a lot of different factors. First is to see how much budget you have allocated for link building. If you're working on a tight budget, you'll either get more links through link insertion or less backlinks through guest posts. Another factor to opt for link insertion would be when, let's say, your competitor is getting a link from site A. You reached out to this website A, they shared their pricing with you, which means they are ready to give you a backlink provided that you pay them their editorial fee. Now, if their policy isn't that strict, where the links are permanent on every page, you can try to get a link placement on the same place where your competitor is getting and tell them to remove the placement of your competitor and instead link back to you. That way, you're actually dethroning your competition. I know it doesn't sound right and ethical way to do it, but that's how pretty much everyone in the SEO industry does. Another way is through broken link building, wherein जो link आपके competitor या top ranker को मिल रही थी on a web page, but for some reason that web page doesn't exist anymore. So the link eventually is pointing to a 404 error page. So in this case, you can reach out to the linking source and tell them that this outbound link is pointing to a non-existing page. Why not instead link back to my article so that you benefit? Because at the end of the day, these webmasters know कि जो Google है और उनका जो algorithm है, it devalues those websites and web pages which are linking out to 404 error pages. क्योंकि Google को भी उनके जो spider crawlers है, जो web crawlers है, there is some cost associated to crawling through all the web pages and links pointing in and pointing out. So eventually, Google wants the web crawlers to run constantly and not end at one place. If it finds that the web crawler found eventually a link pointing to a non-existing page, it's going to devalue or derank that page, right? So this is how you can present your case to your site owner, your linking source. So this is the strategy which is pretty much well known as broken link building. But I actually feel that at the core, it's just link insertion. So anyway, before I actually show you how to find link insertion worthy post, I wanted to share about my AI local SEO course on Udemy, where I dive deep into different link building strategies and share how to use free AI tools to run your SEO campaign. Hundreds of students have enrolled in my course. There are dozens of 5-star reviews and it's a really great ROI. So you can go ahead, click on the link mentioned in the pinned comment. So here, just for an example, I have taken this URL, which is build.co, and I am going to use SEO Mater as my go-to tool to find sitemap. Now, sitemap jinko nahi pata, it's basically an XML file structure which pretty much lays out the entire structure of a website, lists down all the pages, posts, active on the website, and it helps search engines like Google and Bing to index those pages faster if the sitemap is active. So once I get this as the output, I will then go over to the sitemap by clicking on the right click and this. So okay, it looks like that they don't have a sitemap through Yoast SEO or Rank Math, let's try to find another website which has a sitemap built through Yoast SEO, so that it's easier for us to read all these things rather than looking at the actual XML code. Alright, so I found one website, although this website does have a write for us page. This is just for an example. So here I am on the XML sitemap they've built using Yoast SEO, and you can see it's so cleaner to look at it. So here there are 3 sections to it. There is page, post and case studies. अब आपको पेज पे नहीं जाना because page generally contains all the service pages, maybe case studies, about page, contact page, home page and stuff like that. You should focus on the post sitemap. Once you click over here, you can see all the different blog posts that they have published on their website. Now what I will do over here is, so here I'm using this tool called as Harpa AI, which is a Chrome extension tool, completely free of cost, and it's basically like a one-stop shop solution. And basically you can access all the different AI models like GPT, Claude, Gemini in one single place. So you can install this Chrome extension over here, and this is how the interface pretty much looks like. So here I'll make sure that in the settings I have my my account is being linked to different AI chatbots like Claude and GPT, and I have connected so that I can use those different AI tools. And here it is by default AI Claude AI. I would change to GPT-4o mini. This is what I will select, and I will make sure that the page aware mode is on. इससे होगा ये कि वेबसाइट, ये वेब पेज पे जो भी कंटेंट है, Harpa will be able to read from this entire content and give out output. So once I've done this thing, these 2 things, to select GPT-4o mini and selecting page aware mode, I will type down a command, and the command would be very simple, that I want to, or something like, help me extract only relevant URLs from this page wherein I can insert a link to my web page targeting the keyword, and in the single quotes, let me just spell it properly, keyword targeting the keyword chiropractor SEO, right? Chiropractor SEO. And once I hit enter, what it's going to do, it's basically going to give me a bunch of different URLs that I can place my link in. So that way, मैंने narrow down तो कर दिया कि कौन कौन से pages पे सबसे ज़्यादा relevant होगा मेरी link insert करना. So I will use command click or just use my scroll wheel button to open these links in different tabs. So let me just do it. That way I can narrow down to just one single page. So once Harpa AI gives me a list of different URLs, and once I open all these URLs in different tabs, I will then see which page has the least amount of outbound links. Yes, this also matters a lot, because अगर एक ही page से there are 10 outbound links, then chances are Google might just find this page to be a link farm. Now, not always this is true. If the outbound link volume is more, but they are pointing to other informative connected piece of content like their own websites post or other sources like Wikipedia or a page which supplements the content talking about a particular topic, that's completely fine, because Google does value those outbound links which backs up your claims and your opinions by data. So if that link is providing some factual data, then it's completely fine. There's no problem in it. Also, if the outbound links are no follow, then also it's fine. So these are the things that you should focus on. But if none of the above criteria that I just talked about passes, then try to find a page with less than 3 outbound links. By the way, if you're finding this video helpful, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share this video amongst your friends and family members who might want to run an SEO campaign for their business. Now, once you have narrowed down the page where you would like to place the link, I would again use Harpa AI to make sure that the page aware mode is on. Let me just bring this back somewhere over here. I'll make sure the page aware mode is on, and then I would enter a simple prompt, something like I would like to place a link to my web page targeting the keyword we talked about chiropractor SEO, right? So chiropractors SEO, and with the exact match anchor. All right, suggest me the best place where I can include the link in this page, and also suggest few text changes surrounding the link to make the link placement look very natural and relevant with the content. Also, I'd like to add one last line, that it should feel like the link is seamlessly integrated with the content. All right. Now, once it gives me the output, let me just wait for some time. So here it shows us that where exactly. So it is this part. I'll just copy. I'll use Control F, and here it is. And in this section, it says that if your business is offering enhanced branding. So somewhere over here, it tells us to modify the entire paragraph and use this paragraph instead. So basically, I can just copy, share this to the website owner and tell them that this is where I'd like to place my link. Link insertion, yeah, guest post, ultimately it is going to cost you some money, and only in rare cases you'll be offered an opportunity to do link exchange. If you want to get links for free, and that too passively, which means you won't have to reach out to the site owners, why not watch this video next, where I show you how you can do it by building linkable assets.